What are they doing?
Today, we're going to be talking about what happens in Stranger Things Season 4 that's shocking. Stranger Things is an American science fiction horror drama television series created by the Duffer Brothers and has attracted record viewership on Netflix. The previous season debuted nearly 2 years ago and has left fans in a limbo about the next season. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Mania. Before we go any further, remember to smash that like button. Let's carry on. The Netflix sci-fi horror will finally be back for Season 4. Season 4 is scheduled to be released worldwide, exclusively via Netflix's streaming service in 2022. The fourth season has continued to be produced by the show's creators, the Duffer Brothers, along with Sean Levy, Dan Cohen, and Lane Paterson. Details and some background info about Stranger Things Season 4. The series premiered on Netflix on July 15, 2016. The Duffer Brothers developed the series as a mix of investigative drama, alongside supernatural elements portrayed with horror, science fiction, and childlike sensibilities. The production of Season 4 was delayed due to the pandemic, but now there is finally light at the end of the tunnel. A new bite-sized trailer just dropped, which hinted at what is to come, plus confirmed the show's 2022 arrival. Some interesting facts on Season 4. Stranger Things Season 4 has some big questions to answer following Season 3's explosive 77-minute finale, The Battle of Starcourt. In September 2019, the series was renewed for a fourth season, which will premiere in 2022. The Duffer Brothers have said that Stranger Things is likely to end after its fifth season. Stranger Things Season 4 Theories and Happenings. Planning for the fourth season of Stranger Things began before the preceding season's release. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly that ran shortly after the third season's release, series creators Matt and Ross Duffer revealed the series' creative team had already met on several occasions to discuss the show's future. On September 30th, 2019, Netflix announced the renewal of Stranger Things for a fourth season by releasing a brief, minute-long teaser on YouTube. The teaser, which shows a ticking grandfather clock in the Upside Down, ends with the tagline, "We're not in Hawkins anymore," which led many news outlets to speculate the show's setting would be relocated to Russia. A second teaser was released on May 6, 2021. On August 6, 2021, a third teaser was released featuring most of the core cast and announcing the show would return in 2022. Stranger Things' setting is in the 1980s. The Duffer Brothers infused references to the pop culture of that decade, while several themes and directorial aspects were inspired primarily by the works of Steven Spielberg, John Carpenter, and Stephen King, as well as anime and video games. They also took inspiration from strange experiments that took place during the Cold War and real-world conspiracy theories involving secret government experiments. With so much happening around Stranger Things, fans are diving deep into some crazy and wild theories on how the upcoming series will pan out. First of all is the Hopper theory. By the time the final episode of Season 3 concluded, Hopper was allegedly dead. Eleven had lost her powers, and somehow the Russians had a mysterious American prisoner and a Demogorgon. The review of Season 4 shows a line of rugged workers laboring on who knows what, and turns out one of them is Hopper. So Hopper is actually still alive, but it also leaves a question of how did he get there, and what is he doing there? Many theories say that for some reason Hopper did find a way out by jumping through the gate of the Upside Down, and he was either found by the Russians and taken prisoner, or he found himself there after wandering for a while. Now with Hopper being in Russia, fans are quick to jump to the conclusion that he is the American after all, or that guy in the post-credits scenes of the Season 3 finale. The gang must reunite to save Hopper from whatever fate befell him at the hands of the Russians, and possibly that they may even team up with Dr. Brenner, who has the answer to it all. Will Hopper still be the adoptive father for whom Eleven mourned? It is a possibility Hopper could have switched allegiances entirely, having spent so much time outside of Hawkins. Another Season 1 character is about to make a comeback in Season 4, and that's Barb. We all want justice for what happened to the poor gal. Barb met her tragic end at the end of Season 1, but a lot of fans suspect she's not really dead, and that producers of the show are just milking the suspense of her return for as long as possible. Her comeback could be real shocking for fans to digest. Stranger Things heroine Eleven sports a new do in the Season 4's latest trailer, and she looks nothing like her old self. The makeover is likely intended to fulfill two functions, the first of which is showing the passage of time, as this season is likely to feature a sizable time jump post-Season 3. The second reason for the new look could be that it is intended to illustrate Eleven's growing closeness with her surrogate mother Joyce. Eleven's new hair looks similar to Joyce's signature do, meaning on a more symbolic level that Eleven has grown closer to Joyce, with the Byers matriarch replacing Hopper as the key parental figure in her life. Eleven can also turn evil and unleash her evil side. Will Byers created the Upside Down. It is one of the fans' theories that troubled Will, Noah Schnapp, subconsciously created the Upside Down. How? Well, the kid is certainly a creative one who is used to creating his own world. And if he was experimented on as a baby, there's a chance he got powers like 11. But instead of telepathy, he can bring his imagination to life and is doing so by creating the Upside Down. This would explain why he was not killed by the Demogorgon like others were that crossed it, why he was targeted in the first place, and why it seems to reappear at times he is under stress. For example, in Season 3 he was struggling about his friends growing up without him, still wanting to play Dungeons & Dragons while they were getting interested in girls. It was also suggested that he was beginning to struggle with his sexuality, getting into a fight with Mike over the suggestion. It was never explained specifically why 11 lost her powers in the Season 3 finale. However, simple correlation would attribute it to the Mind Flayer's bite. Reddit user Jaddy Saber has an interesting idea regarding the science behind this. Given what we've seen of 11's backstory, it seems that her powers are a result of altered brain chemistry. The Mind Flayer, on the other hand, drives its human hosts to consume various chemicals. It is possible that if stirring up a toxic cocktail that could counteract 11's altered state, it seems plausible, there could be a new love interest for Steve. With all the interest generated over Hopper's survival, everyone's favorite teenage babysitter has been pushed to the sidelines. There appears to be continued action for Harrington in Season 4. Recent behind-the-scenes photos show Joe Keery, presumably in character, checking out a brand new face. While we cannot confirm that this mystery girl is indeed a new love interest for Harrington, it seems likely. The reprise of the Demogorgon. What if 11 never actually killed the Demogorgon in Season 1, but instead sent it to the Russian Upside Down? Reddit user Daddy Cheddar addresses this possibility, explaining that the Demogorgon shown after the Season 3 finale credits may be familiar. According to this theory, the Russians captured the creature to weaponize it. The idea may be a stretch given that the Russian Demogorgon is white, not black. However, it is plausible that the Demogorgon may have lost its pigment after its brush with death in Hawkins. It would be interesting to see this play out. 11 will be the next sacrifice. The whole series has built 11 up to confront the Upside Down. Though we would obviously like to see a happy ending after all, it is entirely plausible that she dies in the process. This would be a full circle moment, with her character both opening and closing the gate. Demogorgon are radioactive. As it turns out, the timeline of the show puts it in a prime position to factor in the Chernobyl disaster. As Reddit user BlankU notes, Season 3 takes place in 1985, just a year before the nuclear accident. Considering we have already established that some events in Season 4 take place in Russia, it's not a far cry to presume we could see some historical influence here. The theory suggests the Soviet cover-up may provide the perfect backdrop for the season to transpire without the world gaining knowledge of the Upside Down. The Mind Flayer is Dorothy. In one theory, it is the Mind Flayer that gets swept away to the Emerald City. In fact, it is possible that the events of Season 3 did not take place in the Hawkins Upside Down. The idea comes from the creature's reference to itself and its captives as "we," which is echoed by the teaser statement, "We aren't in Hawkins anymore." Whatever reason the Mind Flayer had for leaving Hawkins, it would have had to be more pressing than facing off against 11. The impact. Season 4 could consist of 9 episodes, and it is confirmed that Season 4 is not the final season. The Duffer Brothers have been working on the ending a bit more, and the pandemic has given them time to look ahead and figure out what is best for the show. So definitely we have something very interesting coming up. That's all for today, guys. Hope you all enjoyed watching this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching.